speak to the traditions and the spirit of the contest between schools, and sometimes they also come wrapped as a massive bronze pig. Floyd of Rosedale is on the line in the matchup we have coming up. And the Golden Gophers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Iowa's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. Not much in life feels better than really sticking it to your rival, and Iowa did just that against Minnesota a year ago.
They destroyed them, and I think you've talked about it for a year. You've heard about it for a year. In rivalry games, they mean more. The emotion's a little bit higher, so if you don't think Palmer, Minnesota's going to be tipped off and ready to rock and roll, you're at the wrong game.
And this game's so important, too, because I think it just sets the tone for Minnesota and Iowa the rest of the year. They play this game in October, and if you win, you can ride the momentum into the rest of the season.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Oh, he's got a chance. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, this defense looked pretty good last week. Of course, they had 2 sacks. Their coaching staff told us they really wanted to be able to build on that. Great news, they've already registered a sack here early in this game.
And the Hawkeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Walker to throw. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Yeah, the defense had that pegged. There was nowhere to go. As soon as that tight end caught the football, he was on the ground. Nice job by the defense, sitting him on the ground quickly.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Catch in the middle, it's Roberts. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. This is a really good call because that angle route is tough to cover, especially on a 3rd down.
And that's a really tough route to cover because the running back looks like he's going to the flats and then cuts it right to the middle of the field. Easy pitch and catch from quarterback to running back to get the 1st down.
And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. This rivalry between Iowa and Minnesota even predates Floyd of Rosedale. Goes all the way back to 1891, guys.
Crazy to think about a rivalry going that far. And it's passed down, and the uniforms changes, and the names change. But it's so cool, the history of this intact. People keeping track of the records, and it means something to those players back then and to these now.
Yeah, tradition, that's one of the things that makes college football the greatest sport in the world. And the fact that you get to have these trophy games, Floyd of Rosedale, you kidding me? This is a game you've got to tune into.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
So now it's 2nd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Makes his man miss. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Touchdown, Iowa! Quick strike through the air for the score.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Golden Gophers offense will go to work for the first time today. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you've got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone. Mix it up, give different looks, because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
The play-action fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Finds space on the right. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Lanier. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. You got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
The offense changing the play. Going to swing it on second down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Golden Gophers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Hayes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty cost him a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that falls incomplete as they tried to wrap up the first quarter with a bang, but the incomplete pass takes us to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. The Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Find some running room. He'll pick up 4 out to the 12.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll try the run. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Walker will fire. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Roberts. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop it 4 yards short of the marker. The Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Off play action on 1st down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
It is so beautiful when I get you behind the sticks in guaranteed passing situations, because guess what? I don't have to fire off and play run. I'm going and getting the quarterback and getting him on the ground. That's what defensive linemen live for.
They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. And the Golden Gophers will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
It'll be 3rd and long. Walker to throw. Quick strike complete. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Punt is on its way. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Quarterback making checks. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. It's complete to the left. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They booted away. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
The give out of the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
It's complete on the right side. They'll immediately call timeout.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Walker will fire. Pick off! What a play by this defense. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! The defense gets it done with a huge interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
And these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. They'll give it to the back. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, some edge-of-your-seat moments between the Gophers and Hawkeyes, and there's still 2 quarters to go in the fight for the Floyd of Rosedale.
And the Hawkeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They knock knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man on the right. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quarterback may change this route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Minnesota! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Roberts. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Hawkeyes will hustle to the line. They'll go back to the ground. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Walker to throw. Fires toward the target. Pulls it in. It's Roberts. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it. They're short of the 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Looking left. Complete on the comeback. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They'll run it on the counter. Turning it on. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So first down, we'll open up the final period. To the air on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Glenn. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
And the Golden Gophers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Bringing the heat. It's complete to the right. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump.
On the option. He'll toss it. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Great job by the back on the option. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Minnesota has really fattened up that lead, and the Gophers getting close to capturing Floyd.
And the Gophers have done such a great job handling the emotions, handling the moment, getting closer and closer, and they got Iowa in a good spot. They got them down, and let's be honest, offense is usually a challenge for the Hawkeyes.
Yeah, and Minnesota's players, David, to me, they just look dialed in. They look like they've spent some extra time in the film room getting prepared for this game because they know what this game means, not just in the Big Ten Conference, but also to both schools. This is one of the great rivalries in college football, and they have shown up ready to go.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Working the middle and complete. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo. Oh, they're after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Hawkeyes are marching down the field. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. He wants to throw it again. Working that left side now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Walker will fire. Here comes the heat. Unleashes one. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. The Hawkeyes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Trying to punch it in. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on third and goal. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Roberts. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one. Snapped it in the shotgun. Going for 6. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
They'll run play action. Quarterback extends the play. Got his man downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
And from a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this third down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
Pace, 27, jump.
From the gun, running back on the move. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
I love the awareness by the defense there. 3rd and long, everybody in the building thinking this is going to be a pass, but up front, they were very, very aware that they might see run. And they did a really good job playing with their eyes. They rally to the ball, they get the TFL, and now they set up 4th and long.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Golden Gophers will punt this one away.
On to punt it away.
Here's the punt high into the air. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. So much to the chagrin of the Iowa Hawkeyes, it's Minnesota living high